What changes have you seen in your body? Once you turned 60, you weren't anticipate that some things may no longer exist. Work the same way they did 20 or 30 years ago. Changes made a long time ago. What was going on with the male part? But before you're worried or ashamed, let us know. This is completely normal. You're not the only one growing older. Many men are experiencing similar situations. The reality is that your situation is changing. Your love life doesn't have to suffer. Swing, because in this video, we will delve into the details. What happens in a man's body? How do you feel after 60, and how do you can start to enjoy a deeply? Having a happy personal life is important no matter what. These are the changes that come with growing older in terms of blood flow and boost your testosterone levels to explore new experiences. Looking into closeness. This is talk that's full of with useful ideas that every man more than 50 need to hear. Stay with us until continue reading until the end to find useful information, helpful tips and answers on how to keep. This can even enhance your romantic life during this lovely age of growth. Whether it's physical changes or mental changes, your mind and emotions undergo changes. As you age, this lesson will give you the tools to help you deal with these changes. Have faith and grace. Don't miss this. Could change how you deal with this life. If you are not subscribed, I suggest that you subscribe and turning on the bell to ensure you don't miss any. Thanks for your help with the movies. Please let me know if you enjoyed this movie. Can help me keep spreading the by liking and sharing. You can learn want to talk to you about it today. Both knowledge and kindness about a subject that isn't always clear in the still has a quiet effect on millions of men all over the world. The changes that the male body, especially the male members, undergo this process after reaching the age of 60 is something that a lot of guys feel too. I am too embarrassed or ashamed to talk about it. Often stays hidden in silence, making people feel like you may feel alone, but you're not. It's time to bring these important talked about in the light I talk to. I respect you very much today. Love and care. I am skilled because I know how to very private and sometimes painful. I hope this talk can be about this subject. Helps you not only with useful facts, but also with pleasure and confidence that this message was written. For people who have felt like they recently celebrated their 50th birthday, you are either entering this or have already done fresh phase of existence has the potential to offer. It brought a mix of joys, knowledge, and sometimes anger or misunderstanding. So if you're in this rich yet often, I invite you to a complicated stage of growth. To stay with me until the finally, what we're going to talk about it's not just a lesson, but also a sincere one. Talk about one that could be powerful, and I really hope deeply. Getting older doesn't mean you're getting worse. Change and have the right information. This could potentially be one of the most beneficial outcomes. Steps of your living things. The human body is amazing. The work is constantly changing and adapting, and how it interacts with the world around it. As soon as we take our first breath, until the day we close our eyes, when our bodies were last in a state of flux, everything about us moves, and yes, this also applies to the male component. Truth is for everyone, but what really happens? What changes happen after age 60? Events are what you're experiencing, going through normal, or should they be reason to worry? And most importantly, how can you keep having a wonderful time? Despite these challenges, I maintain a fulfilling personal life. The truth, we're going to look into changes together. Discuss these questions in detail. The first step is to understand these changes. Taking a step toward accepting them as one of the most obvious changes that happen after 60 is in the male's flexibility. As we age, the cells in this model area that is sensitive, like the cells in our bodies, start to lose their freedom of movement is a normal part of that everyone goes through as they age. Every person on earth has muscles. Your body gradually loses some weight throughout. Your skin turns the color of theirs. Less stretchy and smaller, and the male's skin and cells are composed of membrane. You should know that you shouldn't feel awful about this. It's just the way things go in life. However, adjusting to it can be challenging. Changes, especially ones that have an impact on a private and important part of our lives. Most men who live before age 60 find that they are able to pee. fairly easily and keep them up. Without giving it much thought, it's something that naturally takes place. And however, as you age, this response may appear to be delayed. Lowering that goal and getting an erection might take longer. Work and the determination you once had. The consistency may not be as constant as you thought. This can be very emotional. Go through one that can lead to feeling upset. You're feeling sad as if you've lost something. You might question whether something is amiss. Are you less of a man because of me? Let me be. Very clearly, these changes are acceptable. Don't say how much you're worth, being a man or your skill to love and connect with others. The changes you're experiencing are closely related. Linked to another important factor in your blood flow. As you age, your blood flow might not work as well as it used to. This can make a significant difference, having an effect on your ability to do and keep an erection going in the male body. Stands up straight when blood flows into the copra. Cavernosa comprises 2 rooms, all the way along it, but after age 60, the blood does not carry the same force as it did when you were younger. This is partly because of natural aging, how the blood tubes work. The walls were slowly constructed. Blood vessels can get thicker if something called atherosclerosis. It makes it difficult for blood to flow. Your body's blood flows easily. Adding this to the male member, not getting enough blood directly affects you, being able to get and keep an erection. And a very common reason, how do men over 60 achieve and maintain an erection? Trouble if you're still watching. Watch this video and learn something from it. Message me below to let me know. I'm glad you're still with MM. If you have sexual dysfunction, you may feel like a heavy name that has a lot of feeling. It's a word that it's something that a lot of guys are afraid of. Can really make you doubt it. Medical studies show that between 40%, 7 out of 10 men over 60 have some level of erection failure. These are important. I want to emphasize the importance of numbers. There is still hope. Impotence is not a death sentence, a sentence for your close friend. A lot of guys find that with the right method that they can still enjoy deeply. Relationships and closeness that bring you happiness are important. Even when they are very old, it's also important to remember that being close isn't just about touching. The emotional show connection, knowing and talking in love are the same, if not more important than fitness. Changing your body may be possible, but you have the power to love, feel, and maintain communication with your partner. Strong as ever, if anything at this point of life provides us with the opportunity to make discoveries. New levels of closeness emerge. It's about finding things beyond the physical. There are new ways to meet that let you be open and let your partner know about you. One of the most important things, plans for dealing with changes, intake care of your body, health in general, both physically and, in my mind, blood flows, as I mentioned earlier, plays a big role in how well erections work. And one of the best ways to improve blood flow is by playing sports regularly, exercise, especially heart-healthy exercises. Things to do, like walk, swim baits beneficial for your heart to ride bikes. Making your blood tubes bendy have a direct good effect on your being able to get and keep, and the erection of healthy food is just as important. Foods that are good for you and full of antioxidants, beneficial fats, and V-vines can enhance the condition of your arteries, and better blood flow goes beyond health. Being mentally and emotionally healthy is as important as stress, worry, and depression can have detrimental effects on your life. For sexual health, it's important to this stage of life is filled with love, and be kind to yourself if you're feeling too much for the changes you're going through it. It might help talk to a counselor or therapist who can help you. Offer help and direction. It's a sign of shame to ask for help. Besides power and self-care, there are medical treatments that can help with medications like Viagra can be beneficial. There are many advanced treatments available. There are options to consider. Having ongoing problems. You should talk to your doctor about it. Check out what solutions might work for you. Don't forget that this is your journey. You have permission to search for the tools that will help you live your best life. To wrap up, I want to remind yourself that growing older is not something to be ashamed of. There are indeed challenging times to worry about, but it also brings with it complexity and wisdom, and a new love for life. Your body may be changing, but your mind won't. Your heart and what you can do for it. Love stay as strong as ever. Don't let the changes in your body diminish you. You still have a sense of worth. What a wonderful man you've always been. I am able to connect with and love someone. This is only the beginning of our talk. Let's keep talking about these issues. Thank you for being open, honest, and brave. Thanks for going on this trip with me. I hope this conversation inspires you. Equipped, trained, and ready to feel confident about the future? And joy as guys, especially after the age of 60, they experience a deep physiological change can evoke strong emotions, such as sadness or anger. Have an effect on the big drop in the amount of testosterone in the body. It is believed to be the core of male vitality. Being encompasses more than just hormones. It's what drives not only desire for sexual things, but a lot of the human body must perform important tasks. This hormone initiates the process. Being a man affects your energy and muscle. She exudes a great deal of confidence and naturally energy. From the age of 40 on testosterone, production gradually starts to slow. However, this decline worsens significantly after reaching the age of 60 to be stronger, and its effects can be. Many guys deeply feel this hormonal imbalance. The shift may seem small, but quiet loss of identity is unavoidable. There seems to be a loss of vigor that was present previously. Io, who used to be angry and strong, may now flicker more softly as less desire for closeness grows. This change can occur more frequently and with less urgency. Be hard to accept, especially in a societies often view young people as sexual. Strength and manliness with worth the age drop in testosterone could cause thoughts of not being good enough as the body know. The response no longer comes right away. Why or how strong what was once a simple rush of desire may now be felt. Need more time, more thought, and more. Hold on. There's a crucial truth to consider that a lot of people miss since they want to have sex. May I change, and the need for closeness may grow. This could make it more difficult to experience pleasure. Link and strong feelings. You can still feel fulfilled, even if not only is it bigger, but there are treatments that can help. Drugs like Viagra to more advanced. There are many options available for therapy. Check to see if you're having persistent problems. It's a good idea to consult a doctor to determine your options. It's right for you. Remember, this is your time, journey, and you can locate the necessary guides and tools. Allow yourself to experience the best life possible. Finally, I want to tell you that getting older is not something to be scared of. Yes, it comes with its problems, but it brought knowledge, depth, and a new perspective. Thanks for living. Your body may be your heart and spirit, however, remain unchanged. Your ability to love will stay strong. As always, don't let the changes in your having a body makes you feel less valuable. You're still the outstanding man you were. Love has always been possible for them. Getting close and connecting. This is just the beginning of our talk. Keep talking about these issues with thank you for being honest, open, and brave. Thanks for going on this journey with me. I hope this conversation inspires you. Ready, able, educated, and able to feel confident about the future and happiness as men age, especially after the milestone of 60. They come across a deep changes in the body can occur, cause strong feelings in them, an important drop in testosterone. Immunets of testosterone are often thought of as male vitality's energy as much. It's a force, not just a hormone. That makes you want to be sexual, but also there are numerous other crucial tasks to complete. For the male body, this hormone affecting the very heart of manhood, amounts of energy, muscle mass, confidence, and obviously libido can be experienced as early as 40. The production of testosterone starts to decline, slowly slow down, but after 60, the decrease is significantly more noticeable. It significantly impacts numerous individuals. For guys, this change in hormones can feel like there is a slight yet evident loss of identity, a slow loss of the vigor that once, when the temperature was high, the desire seemed to be insatiable, will not give up. may now flicker more. The desire to be close is as soft as the windlass, frequently and less urgently. It can be challenging to accept this change. Even more so in a world that links sexual prowess in youth and being a man was worth a drop in Nate's testosterone may make you feel like not being enough because the body is no longer replies with the same speed or intensity. What was once a strong drive may now require additional resources. It's time to reflect further and bide our time. There is an important truth here that many people often overlook: the possibility of sexual drive, change, and the need for closeness may lessen the ability to connect through pleas, and deep mental satisfaction still exists. It's just as strong, if not stronger. This is important to keep in mind. Age should not be compared with the sexuality of young people, only sets the stage for failure and not needed. Instead of self-criticism, this time should be welcomed as a new stage of examine locations where the focus shifts. Reaching certain physical goals to going through the fullness of the body link. Now is not the time for, instead of lamenting the past, we should celebrate the opportunities ahead are numerous. Men believe that this stage in life allows them to grow a better, more. Their love life has been more rewarding than they ever imagined. We also believe that this change is possible, a chance to talk more. Being honest with a partner is as important as the body. As times change, so do their wants and needs. Both people are in the relationship. Being honest about what is expected, wants and fears can lead to better outcomes. Understanding and a fuller life. Link. This is a time when emotional. It gets just as close, if not closer. More important than fitness intimacy, it's in these times of being open and vulnerable is true. People form a bond that draws them closer together, goes beyond the physical, and touches the very core of the relationship. In the end, getting older gives men a chance to change what it means to. Being personal is a chance to step back. Get away from the stress of having to perform. Instead, focus on the emotional depth. That closeness can bring the two together. Having a partner becomes the most important thing, and the happiness that comes from it. Having a link can be even more satisfying, more than physical pleasure. Had experience in young people, there is a deep beauty in the slow, careful times of closeness that at some point in life, beauty that is based on love, trust, and shared. We embark on a journey as we age together. This is how sexuality and later life are related. Not a loss, but a change means a new start. This is a place where people can feel close to each other. Years of shared events have made it better. There has been growth in emotions and knowledge. Gets better with age. Instead of holding on to the men in their 60s and older are capable. Take on this new stage with grace. Real happiness is not derived from the short-lived energy of physical. It's not just about emotions, but also about the enduring influence. Now is the time to establish an emotional connection. Enjoy the depth and breadth of life. I am full of love and the deep happiness that comes with being fully present with a partner. During the private moments you share together, it's important to understand that it's not just about the body that makes us sexual. About the mind as well as the body, men over 60 years old can still perform these tasks. Growing older can have a mental impact, as strong, if not stronger, than the body undergoes changes as it grows. A lot of guys may lose their, or having faith in themselves, erectile dysfunction, a low libido, or even the simple fact that being close might not. It does not occur as frequently as it used to. Stir up a storm of feelings. Anger, worry, shame, or frustration, even shame and guilt, can weigh you down a lot. A toll that makes a man doubt his worth. His manhood and ability to keep up were impressive. Getting close to his partner, though, however, remembering this is crucial. Having a sexual life is not and has never been easy, only based on physical ability. Being close to someone is so much more than the mechanical reactions of the body, about bonding and being emotionally open. The trust that partners have in each other is crucial. Mental closeness and being open and honest are crucial. Conversation has become the main part of having a satisfying friendship as men. These changes occurred as they grew older. Things might not work the same way in the body. The heart and mind used to have, and love has the power to bond and be loved forever. Consider intimacy in ways that extend beyond the worry about the physical. Talking about these problems can sometimes, even worse, many men avoid talking about how their sexual lives are changing, keeping their problems inside, which can make you feel alone, or they're moving further away from their partner. Being quiet is not the answer. Be open about these things. Difficulties can not only cause a lot of stress and worry, but also improve the bond between you and partners when both people in the being heard and understood in a relationship is crucial. Being supported makes you feel more. It's about faith, love, and connection. The shifts in sexual activity beyond the age of 60 can become problematic. Chance for growth, for rediscovery, and for making a better, more strong talks about relationships. About don't get too close at this point in your life. You must be afraid or feel awkward. They can free you from awkwardness by taking care of these problems, will help both partners, can look for fresh ways to feel pleasure and satisfaction, and now might be the best time to connect. To find out again. How beautiful, slow, intentional love where closeness is. It was not rushed, but I loved where the focus was. It doesn't depend on how well they perform. Link between two souls trying to talk openly about your wants, fears, and wants can lead to a deeper sense of intimacy. Maybe it wasn't as present in earlier years, when it was often on male success and physical strength. There is also a significant amount of psychology involved. How do you perceive these changes? The way many guys are taught to connect their sexual activity with their manliness and sense of self-worth are remarkable. Being able to keep an erection or having a lot of sexual encounters is often linked to power, energy, and virility is when these skills start to show. Changing with age is not unusual. For some guys to think they are losing an important part of their recognize these feelings of inadequacy. Loss can be a strain on the mind, putting up even more mental barriers. This keeps them away from their partner. Watch this movie still and find these lessons are helpful. Please leave a comment. Please fill out the form below to confirm your status. It's important to be here with me, but please keep in mind that these changes are they are just a natural part of loss. Evolution of how men's bodies age does not make a guy less manly. It alters the way the events unfold. The wisdom that comes with getting older gives guys a chance to accept a different kind of strength that comes from emotional smarts, patience, and the skill to adapting to this aspect of life is not easy. Fall, but a change and a chance to enjoy engaging in sexual activities. More aware, more linked, and maybe this is more important than ever before. Where education is very important by learn about what is normal. Changes in the body that come with old age and making the experience less shameful for guys start to change their minds from one of loss of a chance to make things better that men's bodies go through after age 60, not a line. They're just a new part one. A stage full of possibilities, it is a time for growth and better knowledge. There is a time in life when sexuality doesn't matter, goes away, but changes into something that can be fuller, thus deeper, more deeply and emotionally. Taking on the trials, dear friends, that come with getting older are not solvable with understanding and patience. Additionally, it's important to be honest with your partner. You can still enjoy a close relationship. That brings you as much joy as it did in the past. This was especially true when you were younger. The important thing is to welcome this new phase. Don't fight it. You should know that. There are no limits on pleasure and closeness, as far as the body can go, but are deeply connected to the heart and the psychological link you share. Break free from your partner by being put under so much pressure by society. There is a significant emphasis on physical capabilities. Being more open to a bigger picture of men over 60 can discover their sexual lives. This changes the way closeness works. This time in life gives you a chance to, based on how effective the link is, tenderness of the time spent together, and the strong feelings of happiness that calm comes from being truly present with your partner. As we've looked into the changing nature of closeness and love and desire. After 60, I hope the discussion has given us useful information and a new way of looking at embracing, feel positive about this new part of life. Grace, I'd love to hear from you now. What have you learned so far? Something that you'll use in your life and share your thoughts in the let's continue with this discussion. Please leave your comments below. Have a crucial conversation with each other. If you found this video helpful, please leave a comment. Leave a comment below and don't forget to click like. Please like and share our YouTube video. Please subscribe to my channel for more videos similar to this one. Thank you for seeing